Well, hello everyone, this is Laszlo. It's been a long time since I made a video, so I figured I'd shoot one for you guys and give you an update as to what I'm doing here. As you can see down here, this tray, this is all basils, which is licorice basils. They attract a lot of bees, so I'm growing a whole bunch of them. And then these are the plants I've started a year and a half ago, well actually a year ago. These are the pineapple plants that I have, and this one's going out in the garden. It's going to be planted. And then coming around here, I got some peppers up here that I still got going. I got lots of peppers. We're going to have tons of peppers. And then I've got everything from sunflowers to basils to what do you call it? Oh, I can't think of the name now. But anyway, you can see it. You know what it is. And it's just really growing in here. I had these outside, but I had to bring it in with all the crazy weather. Okay, let me pause this now, and I'm going to take you outside. Okay, here we are outside. I've got my clippings growing over here. This beautiful plant, and I got a couple of tomatoes over here. I got sunflower growing in there. I got it covered so that nothing will get to it. I'm trying to chew the bottom of it. And those are my tansies over there. And that's the owl. You can see it's moving its head. Yeah, it's looking at me. And it's got the bee house, which is not utilized yet. Then I have a birdhouse that has a nest in it right here. That's a bluebird house. And it's a beautiful tansies. It's really nice. I like them. I'm glad I got them. And then this is the fountain of youth. And then that's my bench to sit out here and relax and enjoy the view. Some more tansies. And then we've got our Honeycrisp apple over here. It turned out really pretty. It's finally doing well. Last year it didn't look so good, but it turns out pretty good. Hopefully we'll have some apples this year. Anyway, then we got the gardenias, back to the geranium, and then back to all this other goodies. I had to cut these two tansies back because they were huge, and with the rain, it just like everything flopped over. It was so heavy. So I cut them back. Give them time to breathe. Uh-oh, here we go. Here's the stuff to be planted. Oh my goodness gracious. They got lots of everything. They got tomatoes growing already on these plants. All of them have tomatoes on it practically. And then we got sunflowers down there. More sunflowers. Then we got out here, I got some inside. Those are the elephant ears in there. I don't know if you can see them. There and there. And then I got more of these out here. Those inside, they got real wet the other day, so I put them inside. But these are the ones that were not outside, so we're expecting a big rain this afternoon. So I figured I'd put them out here, get some rain, get some sun. And this is a cutting that I took from my blackberry bush, which turned out to be really nice. I mean, they are really doing well. Let me come back here so you can see it better. It's really, I already planted two of them and gave one of them away. And let's go around here, span around here. This is my butterfly bush. Why is it so close up? I don't want to be so close up. There we go, that's more like it. Somehow I moved it. That's this butterfly bush. Then this I had to replant this because it was huge in between the two tansies that I cut back. And this is a yarrow, and somebody said just leave it alone, it'll come back to life. And sure enough, it's trying to. And this is the Rainier cherry. This is beautiful. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. Healthy, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, but look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I haven't had any trouble with the trees so far, knock on wood. And considering that I don't know nothing about trees, And this is my gala apple. This looking wonderful too. Really looking good. And then this over here, we got some daylilies I still got to replant. I replanted some of them over there. They're still trying to come back to life. They got shocked or something, I don't know. And I planted this tansy out front over here that was still in a bucket in the backyard. So I said, okay, you want to live, so I'll put you out here. So this is a mock orange bush. It's very fragrant. And then this right here is the apricot tree. Absolutely beautiful. It's huge. I mean, this thing is, we cut it back and it's still huge. It's like humongous. Oh my God. But anyway, it has some fruit on here, but some are knocked off by the birds. But they look healthy. They look really nice. So like here's one right here. There it is. But some, they're all over. You have to look for them. Anyway, and this right here is trying to come up. This hibiscus, actually, it's called a Confederate rose. It's supposed to get about 7 to 10 feet tall. So I'm waiting for that to happen within the next year or two. Anyway, back to the trees. And this right here is my nectarine tree. Look at that thing. It's monstrous. It's a monster. Some more. See, these tansies are really great for keeping bad bugs away out of the yard. I don't have any bad bugs around here. You don't see even flies. It keeps the flies out, mosquitoes out, everything else. Uh-oh, look what I'm stepping into. Let me close it up over here, do a close-up of this. Oh my God, look at those mushrooms. Mushrooms sitting. Look at this big one. Oh my God. Look at this thing. That's bigger than my hand. Anyway, I got mushrooms everywhere coming out because of all the rain and stuff we've had. So that means that the soil is really fertile. That's what that means, in case y'all don't know. So here's a nectarine right here. If you can see that. There we go. But they're hiding in there. And that's that. Oops, I need to zoom out so I'm not so close up on it. I gotta stand really back far to see this thing. Oh my God. There we go. That's more like it. What do you think, everybody? This looks pretty neat. And then let's go around and let's see what we got on the very front. On the very front, we've got the Bing tree in the front, in the middle. It's looking awesome. And look at the look. I want you to see. Can you see the cherries back there? It's pretty cool. And look at these. The leaves are beautiful on these cherry trees. I never thought it would be so pretty. But they're hiding everything underneath. That's where the cherries come up behind it. It's really neat. And then this right here, well, it's another mock orange. And look, I got a bee on there already. Oh yeah, there it is. That's a wasp. Sorry, not a bee. But anyway, this is the mulberry tree, Pakistani king mulberry. It starts on the bottom and it starts blooming out from the bottom on up. Same thing happened last year. It was the leaves start out at the bottom, and like there's buds on them already. As you can see, there's leaves coming out over here, and there's fruit on it already. There's fruits on every one of these. So anyway, and then this over here is the pear tree. That thing is pretty tall too. It's pretty hefty. And I'm going to give you an example of all the pears. Look at all the pears over here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they're all over. We're going to have lots of pears. That's good. But this is a funky looking tree. It's very thick in the middle there. I'm going to do something about it later. But anyway, this is looking good. See, there's more pears over here, pears all over. And all these bushes I cut back, and they're just coming back to life after being cut back so much. And then this right here is my plum tree that I planted about a month and a half ago. That's going so good. That's real good. And it had a plum on here somewhere. I noticed the other day. Okay, now I can't find it. Oh well. Anyway, there's a plum on there. Oh, well, look at this. Blackberries. My goodness. We got some blackberries here this year. Blackberries. They are really healthy looking. We got volunteers out here. There's one right there on the ground, on the outside, and this one right here. I must dig these up and reprod them. Look at that thing, it's tall. And this over here is the raspberries. And the raspberries, they travel into this box over here, and the raspberries are grown in here. Originally there was one in here before, but originally it died, and now I had a blueberry in there that died. I don't know what I did, but anyway, now they're spreading over here into this box. Then I've got a blueberry right here with a bunch of blueberries on it, looking good. And I got these babies coming over here. I'm going to have to rip those out because they're going to take over this thing. Then let's see what we got here. Oh, here we go. This is Rose of Sharon's that I planted, that I did from seed, from the Rose of Sharon bush in the back of the yard in the corner. And I got 3 plants out of it, and I planted them next to the chicken coop in the entrance to the backyard. And here's my babies. Hi, babies. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. What y'all doing? What? Talk to me. Good girls. You want to be on TV? All right. Well, you all just take it easy. Anyway, this is their coop. Let's see here if I can give you a better shot. That's a coop house. I get that cloth on there so the wind doesn't hit them in when they lay in there if it gets real windy, and they don't kick that wood chips through the screen over there, the chicken wire. They don't kick it in there when they scratch it into the inside the coop house. And this over here is the fence that I built. This was let's see if you can get this. Yeah, okay. We got the fence over here. Now this is hardware cloth that I use 1/2 inch, which is really good. It keeps all the critters out. And I got this fence on the side of the coop house, keep the rain from falling in there directly. And I didn't put a sheet on there because of the wind we had was blowing the chickens around. Anyway, and this is my worm bins. I got to clean these up because it's full of growth here. I threw this in here, this compost, and everything started growing. Look at all those tomatoes in there. There's tons of tomatoes, tons of them. And there's the lids on them that I put on top usually, and that's the screening I put up against the fence because rabbits otherwise would come through those. It's very easy for them to come through the fence like that, chain link fence. And this right here, I'm getting ready to do something here with this. I'm gonna rebuild this. I'm gonna frame this out. I even took the top off already, the top wood that was up there in the center, the length of the whole hoop house. And I'm gonna be taking this apart soon. As soon as I plan everything, then I'm gonna start on this. This is my next project. And so what I'm gonna do is bring this up right over here. I'm gonna straight up with 2x4s. Then I'm gonna come across, and then just like frame it in, and then I'm gonna have a roof on it, a very small slant, a small pitch. And I'm gonna put the hardware cloth on the side of this. I guess all the way up to here, all the way up to there. But anyway, and then this is my bucket area, planting area if I need it. Look at all this. This is compost. Look at all the tomatoes growing in here. I don't have to grow tomatoes inside at all. And I got some compost in here, and I got some compost in here. I got to put some. They got wet the other night, but I got to put some carbon on top, some brown stuff. And these are the plants that I didn't know what the heck I did with them last year. I cut them down. They were dead. And I forgot what was what, so I just laid them over here to see what would come back to life. And I got one back there, one over here. Well, that's just weed. I don't know what this is. This probably, well, maybe it could be something. Anyway, but these beds, I covered up all these beds with screens because the squirrels were just digging the hell out of them. And see, look at this. See, the side of the plastic is coming apart. It's dried out now. It's been here 2 years. And see, that's the inside. I got all those screens in there because I got tired of the squirrels digging and digging. And this seat and table and chairs, and I'm gonna give it to my sister because it's in the way over here because I've not got the deck. And I got the sweet peas over here. Sweet peas are growing. They're not ready yet. And I got this beautiful sage in the middle that was small. And it took off like bat out of hell. And look how big it got. It's huge. I don't know what to do with it. I'm going to dig it out and break it up and make a couple of plants out of it. But they sure do spread. Anyway, so then these are the other plants that I found back there that came back to life after in the winter. So I can replant these if I want to. And then this right here, I planted a couple of blackberries that I took clippings from the blackberry plant out there, and they're going to go up the side of the deck over here. In fact, let me show you the deck. I didn't even show you the deck. I forgot. And this right here is going to have the elephant ear in it, this black container. And as you can see underneath it, it's got holes. I don't know if you can see it. It's got holes drilled all the way along the whole length of the box, so the water will come out of it. But it's got plastic all the way up to the edge of the hole. And there's the deck over there. I raised these boxes. The boxes are 11 inches high, and the actual planting is 9 inches deep. The soil in there. And it's going to look pretty when it's finished. I'm going to have some flowers up there, some regular flowers in the summer, and in the wintertime I'll have vegetables. And this right here, I pulled out all the everything out of here except those 2 onions. They're still in there, sweet onions. And I got some more sweet onions over here. I got to pull those up. And these are the blueberries. Look at them, they're loaded. Man, they are loaded. Same thing over there. There's 2 different kind of blueberries. And that's right, the other one that's at the other side, you need at least 2 kinds to cross-pollinate, and they have to be within 100 feet of each other. So even though that one died on the other side, the 3 of them are close enough to get pollinated. And this is my fig tree. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Don't tell me I ran out of juice. Am I still recording? I hope I am. But anyway, that's my, I don't know, am I recording? I guess I wasn't sure if I was recording or not. So anyway, so here it is. That's my fig tree. And it's got figs on it already growing. Let's see what they got here. They got those 2. And they're just all over the place. And the other ones are on there too. And these are the grapes. It's just not long enough yet to tie up, so I'm gonna tie them up on the edge of the wire on the outside. And that's the other one. These are doing real good. I cut these back in the winter. It was real good. I'm glad I did. I wasn't sure what I was doing, but I guess I did it right because they're growing. They're real healthy looking, and there's little bitty grapes on there growing. That's cool. And then here you get the other one. The grapes on there too. Grapes everywhere. That's great. And that looks good too, real healthy. And then here are my kales that I started too early. This is in January, and they're still here. They took forever to grow, and they're finally grown. I've been picking them back, juicing them, using them in the blender, and giving them away to my sister and everybody else. And then I did these. I planted these spinaches, and I've been cutting these back and eating them, and they're doing real good. And these are the lettuces. I got them in the shade because the sun was making bolt, and I don't want them bolting yet. And it's starting to go back to bolt, but hey, I'll get as much as I can out of them. And I had some radishes in here. I already ate them. Radishes were really good. Awesome. It was awesome. And here's the Looking at the deck.